1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should be active. How is everyone today? Very good to see you. Let's switch over to screens. Now, here's what I'm trying to do today. I have a scheduled broadcast on Tuesday of next week, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this with the person that I'm interviewing. Going live is very similar to editing something. You can take and have different screens available to you so that just as though you were a television station, you can rotate through some of the screens. Now, one of the things I want to share with you, I'm going to do almost all of my live streaming on YouTube. I will record it and then place it in my Facebook group. Now, the reason for that is when you prompt through to show on Facebook, it says that you can't have any openers or stingers. They want no information. At least that is how I'm interpreting it at this point in time. So I'm going to drive everything out of YouTube and then into Facebook because I don't think that that's a violation. But Facebook Live, when you add music and other videos and things like that, I don't think that that's what they want. I do have a Facebook Realtor video group, and I don't want to lose that for the 400 members that are now watching and trying to share how to grow professionally with media and video. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to share a few things with you. I've actually modified my studio a little bit, and I want to make this as professional as possible. Yesterday I made a comment in the Facebook group about somebody that was literally holding a phone in a car and all they'd had to do is set it still. Small things like that make a big difference on your view ratio. And why would you want to go take and do all of this and then have the person not watch literally right away? So let me travel through some of the screens that we're going to use on Tuesday for the live interview. Now, this is going to be based upon short sales. Many of you may not know, but I was considered one of the best short sale agents in the state of California. In fact, I received a huge award from the California Association called Champion at Home. At the end of any YouTube video, you can link to another video. I'm going to link to a video that talks about what I did and how I utilize videos in short sales. Now, I want to go to a screen and explain why I select the topics that I do. Let's go over here to what's called the Facebook graph. Now, these demonstrate the show ratios, or the percentage of time anyone watches my videos. So if I go up here, this one was centered around Matterport. Look at this. I have a 77% show ratio on this right here. That's one of the highest that I have. Let me check this. This is a feature that I'm just trying to get used to working with. 77%. Now if I got to go back up here a little bit, this is part of the training and why I'm posting this in an unlisted format. Of course, anyone can see this. I'm sharing this for multiple reasons. One of them is that video Matterport and address specific websites are obviously growing. Look at the percentage of shows of the other information. Now, it's my understanding on YouTube, a 50% show ratio is great, 22%. This was for my last live, but it was 24 minutes long. The average view time for that was about 5 minutes. So coming and showing you how to do a short sale and utilize Matterport, video and address specific websites, it may be pretty powerful. You may really want to watch this one. So let's go back to some of the screens that I'm going to be able to share. Now, in thinking of leverage, I can take and I'm going to portray a level of professionalism that's greater than anything else I've seen, at least by realtors in my city. So now I can go to a two-person interview site. This will be the Skype link box that I can use literally for interviewer. You'll notice again that my Department of Real Estate number is present in the vast majority of the screens, along with the equal opportunity housing sign. The Department of Real Estate has said we've got to have that, and I keep seeing people walking around with their telephone, no disclosures, and they're walking through houses offering them for sale. No brokerage recognition, no BRE number. I can see where that's going to be problematic for them coming forward in the future. This is really a pretty good solution for that. Let's go to the Matterport. Now, I'm able to go in and show you the Matterport and have a discussion with the other agent about how this was utilized. But this was, I don't want to give away the whole presentation, but this Matterport was used to sell this house, and the house wasn't in the best of conditions. Also, I can transition over into different types of transitions. I can do a fade transition and go straight into, let's say, the video. Now, that is just editing as though it were another live video. That is a video that we did for this distressed property also. It even features in the video the Matterport that was done. So now we can go back to another screen and really make things work. Here's an outline from the Federal Reserve, which will be part of the program that I have laid out. So we can see that the default ratio, if I go over here to what's called the whiteboard and I draw a number around there, 3.62% of homes are now in a delinquent status by the Federal Reserve. Now we're going to go more into that in detail, and we're going to talk about the impact and where our market is going in the next interview with Terry Hamill. So we can go into another link. This was that was a link that I made on my YouTube channel. I can link out. I can literally tell somebody to go to the end of the video and watch an email. That's something that we're going to discuss in the next video. This is another website that was for property below the median cost, also done by the other broker. I've laid this out in advance and we'll be discussing this. You can literally, inside this program, go down and see the entire program, even play the YouTube video, or go through the photo gallery for the home. So this is really pretty powerful stuff. This is one of the reasons that when I go back to the Facebook graph, it's easy to see why people are interested in video, Matterport, and address-specific websites and spending much more time on this. I'm looking forward very much to the Tuesday 5:30 showing. Invite your friends. It's going to be live on YouTube. I am currently at 300 YouTube subscribers, and 500 is the number that I'm trying to get to in the Facebook group before I make it go private. So if you have a realtor friend that you think would benefit from coming in and seeing how this is done, that'd be great. Now, the program that I'm using for this is called XSplit. It took me about, I'm probably 15-16 hours into figuring out how to incorporate all these different screens, develop the screens to make this single broadcast. That is a lot of time. Not all real estate agents are going to be willing to do that, but when you go to the level of professionalism that everybody's looking at, I'm again going to go back to the whiteboard at the 77% show ratio. So not only are realtors interested in this, so is the public. Okay, I'm going to switch over to what's called the final scene, and this should play at the very end of the YouTube, and you'll have an opportunity to send me an email, subscribe, or watch the next video. I'm going to put in the video about the Champion of Home Award that I won, and I'll remind you, you're a realtor, you can do anything. Try it. Get going. Make this happen. Okay, now I got to figure out how to close this out. It's always a difficult part closing this thing. You got to stop the feed. Elapsed time, one watching.